Tonight is a community service of the New York Institute of Technology.
Covering the news of Nassau and Suffolk County's Long Island News Tonight with Ken Eckhart, Carol Peck, and the award-winning LI News team.
Good evening. I'm Ken Eckhart, and here's what's happening. A nearly 15-mile stretch of Ocean Parkway on Long Island was closed for hours today. Police today were expanding their search for possible additional victims after the bodies of 4 women were found dumped along the highway this past week. The search has moved west from Suffolk County into Nassau County. Detectives believe the 4 women were killed elsewhere, then brought to the site that divides the Great South Bay from the ocean. Yesterday, detectives said a missing New Jersey prostitute was not among the 4 women whose bodies were found. None of the 4 have been identified. The Garden City woman, convicted of trying to hire a hitman to kill her husband, has been sentenced to 8 1/3 to 25 years in prison. Last month, a jury found 44-year-old Susan Williams guilty of trying to hire a hitman to kill her husband, Peter Williams, with whom she was in the midst of a bitter divorce. She reportedly agreed to pay $20,000 for the murder. Earlier this year, one of the meetings with the hitman, who was actually an undercover detective, was videotaped. And jurors reportedly say it was that videotape that played a big role in the guilty verdict. Susan Williams was also convicted of forging her husband's signature on a $1 million life insurance policy. A Long Island woman has pleaded guilty to locking a disabled man in a car while she was supposed to be caring for him, and instead going off to work a second job. The Nassau County District Attorney's Office says 33-year-old Esther Reyes of Freeport pleaded guilty, and the judge has agreed to give her probation. She could have faced up to 7 years in prison. Between 2006 and 2008, Reyes worked for a Hicksville family caring for their 23-year-old autistic son. But instead of providing the essential care, including dressing and feeding him, she instead locked him in a car in her driveway with only a radio. Reyes also pled guilty to illegally collecting Medicaid payments while working a second job. The high cost of tobacco products in New York State may be helping keep down the number of people who smoke. But the American Cancer Society says there are still more than 8 million smokers in New York State. Tanya Carvalho has more.
This YouTube video showing a 2-year-old Indonesian boy smoking went viral earlier this year and had many people laughing. But the problem of children smoking and smoking in general is anything but funny, an issue Leah Jefferson at the American Cancer Society spoke with us about.
Nicotine is highly addictive. It's more addictive than heroin. It's harder to quit. It gets in your body, gets into your system, and immediately, as soon as you finish putting out that cigarette, your body starts craving nicotine again.
According to the American Cancer Society, there are still approximately 8.2 million smokers in New York State.
I think everybody knows the information that smoking is bad for your health, bad for your lungs, bad for your heart, bad for your length of life. Everybody hears that message, so everybody understands it and wants to quit. The issue is tobacco products are still out there.
According to Dr. Carney, the good news is less people are smoking because of the cost of a pack of cigarettes. The recent increase on cigarette taxes this past July brought up the price to over $10 a pack. In fact, New Yorkers now pay the highest cigarette taxes in the U.S. Lawmakers boosted the New York City tax from $4.25 a pack to $5.85. And outside of the city, the tax rose from $2.75 to $4.35 a pack. That's almost double.
We found that more people are quitting to smoke because it doesn't make sense economically. You know, when people are sending $10 for a pack of cigarettes on Long Island or close to $12 for a pack of cigarettes in New York City, it's cost prohibitive.
They say that the more you try to quit, the more successful you'll be. So keep trying, don't give up, quit smoking.
For more information on how to quit, visit www.newyorksmokefree.com. As for this Indonesian youngster, the New York Times has reported that he's kicked the habit. In Nassau County, Tanya Carvalho, LI News Tonight.
A Long Island man out on probation has been rearrested after police say they found crack cocaine and a gun in his home. According to the Suffolk County Probation Department, officers were sent to the home of 32-year-old Tobias Darden in Deer Park yesterday, based, they say, on Darden's probation supervision history. Officers say the crack cocaine that was found was packaged as though it was apparently ready to be sold. Darden has been charged with possession of a controlled substance and possession of a weapon. Well, police say a Long Island home intruder may have a sexual motive and may be getting bolder. According to Newsday, Nassau County Police believe the same man committed at least 4 overnight home invasions in Great Neck and Kings Point on Sunday and Wednesday. In one instance, he held a wet cloth over a teenage girl's mouth. While at another house, the intruder pinched a 5-year-old girl's lips closed. He ran when she screamed. And a 61-year-old woman awoke to find a knife at her neck. She broke free and chased him out of the house. Police have beefed up patrols and urged residents to lock their doors and windows. A holiday party for children with special needs resulted in some smiling faces at AHRC in Brookville. Santa paid a visit to the school for children with developmental disabilities and handed out gifts like My Little Pony, Transformer action figures, and toy trucks. And the youngsters were treated to a pizza party as part of the festivities. Members of the Nassau County Sheriff's Association sponsored the event and say spreading a little happiness is a nice change of pace.
We come here in the spirit of Christmas giving because we, as correction officers, we deal with a lot of nonsense all year, and you kind of deal with a different element of society, and we want to come here and try to bring a little cheer into some kids' lives.
The corrections officers say they picked out all the toys themselves, but add they checked on who would be receiving the gifts first to make sure the toys were age appropriate. It was a mixed day on Wall Street today. The Dow finished down 6.5 points. NASDAQ was up 5 2/3 points, and the S&P was up just over a point. NYIT's LI News Tonight continues after this.
A Knit and Talk support group for women with breast cancer meets at Adelphi University's School of Social Work in Garden City on the first Monday of each month from 2:30 till 4 p.m. For more information, call 516-877-4314. The American Parkinson's Disease Association has a monthly support group at New York Institute of Technology in Old Westbury on the second Friday of the month at 2 p.m. For more information, call 516-626-6114. The Nassau County Museum of Art presents Family Sunday at the museum in Roslyn Harbor on Sunday afternoons at 1 p.m. For more information, call 516-484-9337. And the North Shore LIJ Health System offers a weekly support group for stroke survivors and caregivers at Plainview Hospital on the fourth Thursday of the month from 2 till 3 p.m. For more information, call 516-719-2411. If you have an event you'd like included on the LI News Tonight community calendar, send it to linewstonight@nyit.edu.
In Melville, J.B. Buno, LI News Tonight.
In Bethpage, Stephen Katove, LI News Tonight.
At Belmont Park, Sophia Allen, LI News Tonight.
These are just a few of the people who have been reporting the news for LI News Tonight over the past year, and you could be one of them. Television news is an exciting and challenging career that could put you in the middle of what's happening and in touch with the people who are making the news. A career in television news journalism can offer you the opportunity to work as a reporter, camera person, or videotape editor, or any number of behind-the-scenes jobs, including producing or manning the assignment desk. And it's a career that can be yours by joining the LI News Tonight news team. Produced at studios on the campus of the New York Institute of Technology, LI News Tonight offers television news internships that can earn you college credits and the possibility of being on the air in just a few weeks. LI News Tonight has been the jumping-off point for many local and national news professionals, and you could be next.
call 516-686-7952 for more information on how to enroll for LI News Tonight, and let us put you on the air.
Stories around the world today. Julian Assange says his organization, WikiLeaks, is resilient, and he says it can withstand what he calls decapitation attacks. He spoke from the home of a supporter in England, where he's staying while he's out on bail. The judge who released him yesterday is requiring him to wear an electronic tag and report to police daily. Assange, meanwhile, says he's afraid U.S. authorities are getting ready to indict him. He adds that the allegations against him of sex crimes are part of a smear campaign, but Sweden says they stem from serious allegations made by 2 women. Beijing is accusing Japan of making irresponsible remarks in its new defense guidelines targeting China. A Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson says China is a force for peace and development in Asia and threatens no one. And China accused Japan of falsely claiming to represent international opinion and said no country has the right to make irresponsible comments concerning China's development. The Japanese guidelines announced today say Tokyo needs to focus on the rise of China and not the Cold War threat of Russia in defining its security goals. And North Korea is warning South Korea to stop planned live fire drills on the same island the North bombed last month. The North says the intensity and scope of its retaliation will be worse than last month's attack if the South goes through with its announced one-day live fire drills sometime over the next few days. The North responded to similar South Korean drills last month by raining artillery shells on the tiny fishing community near the Korea's disputed sea border. 4 South Koreans were killed. The South has said the drills are part of routine, justified exercises. After months of practice, some Long Island young people with disabilities took to the stage recently to showcase their musical talent for family and friends. Olivia Evita has the story.
Living with disabilities is a reality for Andrew Carter, but that's not stopping him from expressing himself through music.
I want the crowd to stand up and, be happy that I who I am.
And he wasn't alone. Several individuals with disabilities participated in a musical event called Life's Connections Through Music, which was organized by a Garden City nonprofit organization called Life's Work. Nassau County legislator Dave Denenberg says attending this event was not only entertaining, but a pleasure to watch.
The fact that the students were part of special education or have special needs just makes it that much more satisfying and that much more beautiful.
Life's Work says its mission is to help individuals with developmental disabilities experience an independent and productive life. And this second annual event has been a way to do just that.
You're beautiful. It's true.
Aspiring performers practiced with a musical therapist for several months, and their hard work and dedication paid off. When the lights came on for the live show, the individuals with disabilities came to life as they performed with professionals in front of family, friends, and peers. The organization's executive director says that Life's Connections Through Music has become a way for many of the individuals performing to find fulfillment.
It's a realization of a life's goal. The innate thing that all of us want, we want to feel like that we're part of something bigger than ourselves. We want to express ourselves in a way that makes sense for us. They're doing something. They know it's good.
I found something that I want to be. I found something that I'm wishing for. It took me a long time to do this, and now here I am.
In Belmore, Olivia Vita, LI News Tonight.
We had a mostly sunny day today. The high was in the mid-30s. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low in the upper 20s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high in the mid-30s. For Sunday, there is a chance of some snow showers, high in the upper 30s. Monday, cloudy with a high in the mid-30s. And the outlook for Tuesday, partly cloudy with a high in the upper 30s. And that's it for NYIT's LI News Tonight. I'm Ken Eckhart. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again on Monday. Have a good weekend.